get the beef of this native show. TTL's Native Show.
Life doesn't get much better than this. We're at the 40th Annual Long Island Regatta in Salt Pond, Long Island. It's being held in honor of Mr. Carl G. Trico. Now, as far as regatta terms go, I'm actually standing in the presence of royalty because I'm standing with the Commodore of the 40th Annual Long Island Regatta. This is Mr. Chester Fox. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. My first time down in Long Island, and it's beautiful down this way. I don't know why it took me so long to get here.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself.
I'm sure I will. Now, talk to me a bit. Let's first start with the fact that this 40th Annual Regatta is named in honor, and it's being sailed in honor of Mr. Carl G. Trico. So talk to me a little bit about that decision to do that.
Yeah, well, as we all know, Mr. Carl G. Trico, he has been so instrumental over the years to making this regatta happen with sponsorships and doing all the necessary coordinating back in Nassau.
Okay.
So he is very instrumental over the years in making this regatta happen. And now he's not doing so well, so at least we want to do this in his honor.
Yes.
So at least he could sit back in his house and watch it on TV, you know.
I love that. Now tell me this. What is the job of the Commodore of the regatta? I mean, what do you really have to do? Break that down for us, please.
Well, basically the Commodore is responsible for most of the organizing, you know, putting everything in place, making sure, set the race schedules, help to get the onshore activities sorted out. So basically overseeing most of the regatta activities.
Right. We're in Long Island this week. That's right. It's the 40th Annual Long Island Regatta. Now, the truth of the matter is I have certainly interviewed cabinet ministers before, but I believe this is a first for me to have the privilege of interviewing two cabinet ministers at the same time. I'm standing here with Minister Byron Woodside, who's the Minister of Youth and Sports, and also Minister Larry Cartwright, who is the Minister of Agriculture. He's also the Member of Parliament for Long Island and Regatta Island, and he's a member of the Long Island Sailing Club. So you, Minister Cartwright, you have so many portfolios that we need to talk about. But I'm going to start with Minister Byron Woodside. Tell me a little bit about what some of your aspirations are really for the Ministry of Sports. Can we start there?
Well, that's a good place to start.
Good,
Thank you.
good.
And good to be on Native Stew.
Right.
I have a lot of aspirations for sports because sports is so very important to our nation. We're talking about building our young people, and what better way to enrich their lives through sports. So we have our challenges,
Yes.
but as well we have some wonderful opportunities.
Okay, yeah.
Regatta was previously under the Ministry of Local Government, and one of our first move in the direction of recognizing regatta as a sport
Yes.
is to move regatta back
Right.
under the portfolio
Okay.
of youth and sports.
Right, yes.
So that's the first step.
Yes, yes.
Now the next step is for the regatta community to press forward as we continue to have regattas throughout the Bahamas to make the point that this is a sport.
Yes.
First and foremost, regatta is a sport,
Right.
and further, it's about in our local island communities. It's also a major money-making event,
Yes.
and it's also a cultural event.
Right.
So regatta is well placed.
Yes. First of all, congratulations to both of you on your new appointments. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, but
Yeah.
let me thank you first of all and welcome Native Stew to Long Island,
Yeah.
and of course one of our newest ministers, in the person of Minister Byron Woodside.
Right.
Welcome him to Long Island as our new Minister of Sports.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great about the whole opportunity to say a few words at this time and to have you down at Long Island Regatta. This is our 40th annual regatta,
Yes.
and as you indicated, and as the Minister for Agriculture, I'm also involved in marine aspect, marine reserves, and there's no better place to have this interview than by the waterside. When we talk about regatta in Long Island, we are talking about family.
Okay.
We are talking about homecoming. We are talking about an economic shot in the arm for the island. Today, if you were traveling to Long Island today for the first time, you won't even find a plum tree to shelter under the night because every room on Long Island is taken, every car is taken, every bicycle is taken. But everything on Long Island right now is taken up, and the island really prospers. This is like Christmas for Long Island.
Now, Steve and Allison are actually from Los Angeles. They came over to the Bahamas, skipped over Nassau and Freeport, went to Exuma, but they're spending the day in Long Island. What do you think of the Bahamas so far?
Oh, I love it. I love the people here, and the food is excellent.
Yeah?
Especially people are so friendly. Everybody's smiling and saying hi to you.
Yeah. Now, I'm sitting here with Mavis Chloe Wells. How you doing today?
Fine.
All right. Now tell us where you're from.
Mangrove Bush.
Okay, all right. This is a beautiful island. It's my first time here, you know. What would you say are some of the most beautiful parts about Long Island?
The beaches, Cape Santa Maria, Danes, Blue Hole, all the beaches. But Soul Pond is beautiful and where I live is beautiful.
Thanks for talking to us, Mavis. We're going to have a wonderful time down here at the 40th Annual Long Island Regatta on Native Show. We're out on a boat trying to get as close as we can to those crafts that are involved in the C-class race in the regatta. But I have the pleasure of sitting next to two lovely ladies. This is Shania and Chelsea Darville. How are you today?
Good.
Good. How old are you, Shania?
7.
And tell me this now, do you all live in Long Island?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which part do you live?
Hamilton's.
Hamilton's. Are you having a good time out here, Chelsea? Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you love being on a boat?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you love the most about it?
I love when I laying on the bow and like it's nice waves and you go bouncing.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's wonderful. We're at the 40th Annual Long Island Regatta in Salt Pond, Long Island. It's being held in honor of Mr. Carl G. Trico, and I'm sitting here right now with Vince Wright. And Vince, we're in the second race right now, the C class, right?
Yes, this is the second series race in the C class. The boat that is in front right now is the Lady Jonas, skipping by Lundy Robinson, followed closely by Lady Diana, skipper by Dawn Knowles of Mangrove Bush, Long Island.
I'm standing here right now with Mr. Coolidge Cartwright, and Coolidge is one of the faces behind the Long Islanders Association. I mean, he's the current president. You know, they have a fair once a year on the R.M. Bailey Park down in New Providence, and so I know you've heard about the Long Islanders Association, but since we're here in Salt Pond, Long Island, we thought it'd be good for you to see some of the faces behind this organization. Tell us, first of all, what's the role of the Long Islanders Association? You know, what's the role?
Our main role is to support the Long Island community in general and the Long Island Sailing Association. It was formed back in the 1960s by a group of Long Islanders that lived in Long Island and wanted to build an association there of Long Islanders to support the island, and that's how it got started. Some of our former members, current members are like Carl Trico, who's being honored this year, has been one of the founding members of the association. He has been ailing now for the last year or so, and he's a tremendous help to the association through the years. And Edmund Knowles and Leon Knowles and Raphael Carter, all those names have been around for many, many years. And we have a very good, vibrant, young crew now that's coming on stream. I became involved actively about maybe 8 years ago. I was the director, then the treasurer, and then I took on the presidency. Now it's a very strong organization or association, I should say, with Long Island. People always come together and help each other. There's no doubt about that. And our main goal is to support Long Island. Like I said, we have a major fair and raffle every year and fundraisers throughout the year to basically support this regatta, but also to help with other needs like educational needs. We sponsor some students at the College of Bahamas.
Right.
On scholarships, we have medical assistance and so stuff like that.
I'm Cheryl Hall and I'm a descendant from Long Island. My mother is here, Hilly Knowles.
Hi, Hilly. Hello.
My sister.
Okay.
And I'm also a member of the Long Island Association.
Wonderful. So do you live in Nassau now?
Yes, I do, but I will be up here living shortly.
Yeah, wonderful. What part of Long Island are you from?
Mangrove Bush, Deadman's King.
Wonderful.
We thought it was going to be a regatta, but it's just going to be a regatta. They got to be for sale. Come on.
that's the leading boat right there?
Yes, the Lady Eunice, skipped by Lundy Robinson, is still in the lead, followed by Lady Diane. They're coming in for the final lap.
Okay.
Yes. Once they get in, they would go around the buoy and finish between the tower, and this would be the end of the second series race.
Right.
This is Ball Reg out of Exuma. He's rounding the marker, going into the second lap. He is now in 5th position at the stage, and should the race finish as is now, he would be tied for 4th place, for 2nd place.
But how are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I just flew in, and the flight wasn't bad. Nice charter flight, and I'm happy to be here in Long Island.
Right, yeah. Now talk to me about your roots as far as what islands do you hail from?
My father is from Andres, so I'm from Fresh Creek, Calabash Bay.
Yeah.
But my grandmother is from Clarence Town, Long Island, so I have roots in both.
Right, so you're home?
That's right, that's right.
Now, any of the races that you really have your eye on? Any family members sailing?
Yes, my nephew has a boat, the Captain Ray, so hopefully he wins.
Okay.
I'm Wilbur Dorset. I'm from Exuma, but I live in Nassau right now.
Okay, boy, you all Exuma people like Long Island, though.
Oh yeah, it's just a boat ride across. So
Exactly.
you know, we are all family. We all one people.
Right. Now, what about the stalls? Any particular foods that you're trying that you enjoy?
My favorite, mutton, peas and rice. I mean the crab and rice and mutton. That's it. I want nothing else.
This is Mark Knowles. Now, for those of you who don't know, Mark is one of the ace boat builders here on Long Island. Mark, how many of the vessels that are in the regatta today did you build, newly built?
Majority of them.
Majority of them. How long have you been building boats?
When I was 14.
Wow. Who taught you?
My grandfather.
What's his name?
Earl Knowles.
Earl Knowles. So now where is he from? Where was he from? What settlement?
Mangrove Bush, the famous settlement in Bahamas with boat building.
Mangrove Bush.
Long Island.
The first regatta I came to was in 1972. I've been to every one since then.
Wow.
And it's just a wonderful time for me to see all my old friends
Yeah.
and make some new ones too.
Right.
I feel I've had a great opportunity to meet people in every island in the Bahamas, get to know most of the islands very well. And without a doubt, the finest people in the Bahamas are right here on Long Island.
All right, now this is Laurie Knowles. She's Mark Knowles' wife. Now, I feel the way that I did when I talked to Chester Fox's wife, Deidre, because I know that you ladies, I mean, your husband spend more time on the boat probably than on land, right?
Definitely, I come second in this life right about now.
That's something else, man. So tell me now, what part of the regatta do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy when he go and sailing and he come first. It's my pleasure to know that he did a good job. Regatta Ladies Show!
What do you love the most about Long Island, being a Nassau girl?
Oh my goodness, I love the beach.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How are you enjoying yourself so far?
Great. I like it, yeah. Very nice and quiet.
I'm a Long Islander. My parents live here now.
Okay.
But this is the regatta for Long Island is almost a homecoming.
Yes.
For family. So
Yeah.
so it's an annual event for me.
Right. Now listen, I told somebody, Dwight, I said I wouldn't want to be a sheep in Long Island right about now. So have you tried any of the mutton yet?
Yeah. Actually, I had some good mutton sauce last night.
What?
And for anyone looking for mutton, I want to encourage all to come down to Atlantic Highway tonight.
Okay.
For the best mutton sauce in Long Island.
Are you serious?
But I would not want to be a sheep.
No.
For the next 4 days.
No man, I ain't for that.
What I love about Long Island is there's a lot of children around, right? There's a lot of kids and there's something with the kids to do. And I love them as they dive off the dock and there's just kids everywhere. It's great, yeah.
All right, now I'm standing here with Chucky. You'd remember that his uncle, Mr. Vince Wright, was commentating for me when I was on the Commodore's boat. Well, Chucky, you sailed on the Lady Eunice, and Lady Eunice came in. What did you come in the first race?
We got fourth in the first race.
Right, but the second race, I mean, you all were the victors, right?
Yeah, we won it.
Right, so right now I understand that you all actually tied for first place.
If I check right, I think we up by 1 point in the, for overall right now.
Okay. I'm standing here right now with the Commodore's wife. That's a very distinguished position for a regatta. This is Mrs. Deidre Fox. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you? Hello, Bahamas.
Yes, hello. I'm fine, thank you. Now, talk to me a little bit about sailing and the role that it plays in your life, because I know that you married someone who probably spends more time on water than on land.
He is so busy.
Okay.
It is such a big responsibility. He has to set all the courses. He has to go there, listen to the gripes of the sailors, try and get everybody comfortable to come back for another year.
Exactly. So I'm sure that when he comes home and he's tired, then that's when your role kicks in, yes?
Yes, big time.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to massage him and get him comfortable and ready for another day on the water.
What do you know about Carl G. Trico? I know that they're holding this whole regatta in his honor this year.
Yeah, very good man. He was in the construction business for a very long time.
Okay.
Built a lot of homes.
Right. Yeah.
Very good man. Good
Okay.
churchman, good social man. Everything about him is good.
Oh, okay. And you're a Long Islander?
Yes,
Okay. So how many regattas have you been coming to over the years? A lot?
quite a lot.
Why do you come out? What's fun in it for you?
Meeting friends and family, coming back home and enjoying the scenery.
All right. I'm standing here right now with, what's your name?
Rosie Fox from Salt Pond, Long Island. I live right up on the hill.
Oh, you live right here?
I could see all the boats sailing from my home.
So how come you came down here on the site? You want to be closer?
I want to see like my friends and family and all the people, and what's happening. And
that's wonderful. Alan Turnquist is a fan of Native Show, and he's a native of Deadman's Key, Long Island. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine.
That's good. So you turned out to the regatta today and you're having a good time?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm hoping waiting on that band to start to do some dancing for you.
Oh, yeah, really? So
you should see me on Saturday. That's me and my wife on Saturday. That's all the time.
So you got some of those native moves?
Oh, yes. The real natives move.
Yeah. You have on this T-shirt the 40th annual Long Island Regatta. Yeah. Where are you from? Are you from Long Island?
I am half Long Island, half Abaco.
All right. Oh, I love that. That's interesting. Do you have anybody sailing today?
Oh, yes. I have my husband, my father-in-law, two of my sons. I have numerous brother-in-laws and nephews.
And you got the whole water?
Oh, the whole water.
Anything, there wouldn't be a regatta.
You believe that?
Well, actually, this is my sister-in-law, and then I have nieces here as well. So I came down for the day just to visit with them.
Okay, is this your first regatta?
No, I was here last year and the year before.
Okay,
so this is my third.
And what you doing in Long Island today?
Having a good time, darling.
All right. This is your first regatta?
No, I've been to many before this one.
Really?
And many more to come.
I love that. Regatta Native Show! The 40th annual Long Island Regatta was held in honor of one of its founding members, Mr. Carl G. Trico. A total number of 9 A-class sloops, 11 B-class sloops, and a record number of 15 C-class sloops competed over 3 days of sailing.
I'll now invite the Minister of State for Youth, Sports, and the Member of Parliament for Pinewood to come now and bring remarks.
This regatta saluted a true Long Islander in the person of Mr. Carl Trico, who pioneered regatta for 40 years with great expertise, openness, and fairness. He empowered people around him to be the very best. From what was observed, Long Island is in good shape for the future because of Mr. Carl Trico, who laid a very good foundation by which we should go forward.
It seems much less than a year ago that we stood here in rain closing our 39th annual regatta. Much preparation goes into these events, and this year was no exception. Instead of hills and valleys, we had mountains and canyons to overcome. I truly felt for the sailors and others who had to battle Mother Nature to get here on the barge with the sailboats this year. We were so pleased that they made it to this competition safe and sound. After a lot of hard work, a lot of stress, we finally got sailing underway on Saturday. And with the strong winds throughout the weekend, we were able to have a strong, safe, and really nice sailing.
Tonight it is certainly a joy for all of us who are part of associations to salute Mr. Carl Trico on this great historic event. Mr. Trico certainly has touched all of our lives. I wish to thank you on behalf of all of the sailors and members of the BBOSA for entertaining us once again here in Long Island.
I remember one time in a meeting, we sailors get rowdy sometimes. Mr. Trico said, listen, we're here to talk sailing. If you're going to waste time, I have better things to do. Let's talk sailing. And I was quite happy to be in the presence of somebody like him because I have learned a lot. We in the CSA will support you 100% every time you have a regatta here in Long Island.
Long Island Regatta number 40 is now in the history books. Unlike the other 39, we had some rain, we had some wind, and we sure had a lot of visitors. We had some fun, and we had some winners as well. What a bite task tonight is to present the winners of the lovely trophies and portions of the $46,500 to be given out in prize monies. And the other is to say a word of thanks to all who would have helped in some way to make this regatta the success it has become.